Hello, welcome to More Than One Opinion. This is Rody with my co-host, Ginny Day.
Thanks for joining us for another episode. Today the topic is going to be know your worth, know your boundaries. So I guess specifically what that means, know your worth is so vague these days, right? So I think what we mean by that is don't be a doormat for people, right? So know what your boundaries are, what you're willing to accept with your relationships, in personal life and business, and the effort, right? So I think a subtopic of that is, the effort that people kind of show you and put in into your, your relationship. If it goes both ways or if it's just one person. Yeah.
I mean, it's a wide topic, so we're trying to keep it very, very concentrated. Look, we're trying to target, and I guess we'll cover from relationship to I'm talking husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, to friendships and business. I really have an issue with watching people sort of where you put in a lot, but they don't put in anything. So I posted something, I think you probably can remind me with the quote, but I said, does a relationship stop once you stop putting in the hard work? Now, was it ever two-sided? So does the relationship stop or cease when you stop putting in an effort? And was it ever really two-sided? That's basically meaning it was never two-sided. It was one-sided. You kept the relationship afloat, whether it be in any of those three categories that I've just said. You kept it afloat. You done the work, and you were hoping that they would also chip in, but they never did. And it got you to a point where you were so burnt out that you thought, look, I can't do this anymore. Maybe if I stop, they'll, jump in. Tag team kind of thing. No, they didn't. And that really showed you technically, do you want to be their doormat? Do you want to be their servant? Do you want to keep doing what you're doing? Or stop and say, no, enough. And that's really what we're saying in terms of know your worth. Not that, I'm too good for everyone, because there's this stupid movement going on where, I don't do this. And like we were talking about with dating, I don't date if I don't go to this place. And no. I'm actually not even talking to you. Please don't listen to our podcast. I'm talking to the person that actually puts in work, puts in hard effort, day in, day out, does everything correct in most relationships and most businesses and friendships and marriages, but they don't get anything back or little to nothing back. So, they're the givers. And that's what we touched on a long time ago, where the takers are happy to keep taking. But you as the giver, once you stop, do you think that taker is going to become a giver? They're not going to. They were never a giver. They were around you because you gave, and you gave a lot. And we come from ethnic backgrounds, and we're taught that, you pay your way and make sure no one pays anything for you, and make sure that you fight them for the bill. And, then you come to Australia and you think, people just sit back and you pay for everything and no one cares. Oh, really? Thank you. And that's it. They don't even fight you for the bill. And they make a joke of us fighting for the bill. When we fight for the bill, it means, hey, I want to do this. I want to pay for you because I genuinely like you and I have been brought up well. That's what you're basically saying So when you just take, that to us looks like, hang on, am I missing something here? So is this just a one-sided relationship? So I had just off topic, but I had a friend a long time ago, and I remember every time I'd go to order something, he'd be like, get me this. Cool, I was happy, but hey, you were making more money than me. I'm just a kid, right? And he'd never offered me anything, ever, right? And I'd never ask. But he'd never offer. One time, I'm ordering for several people that were with me, right? There was at least 8 people with me. And I'm already going to order for all of them. And I'm going to fork out the bill. And then he sits from far and goes, oh, no, I don't want anything, bro. I don't want anything. I go, as I was younger, and I said, bro, sorry, but I wasn't going to get you anything anyway. If you want something, come up and get it. Oh, it's like that, is it? And that's it. The relationship ended.
Yeah.
And I thought, what? What did I do wrong? what I did wrong was, in his eyes, is that I pulled him up on his BS, and I pulled him up on his taking. And if I didn't do that, it would have continued to the point where I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to explode and maybe even have a physical confrontation with him, as men do. So by saying what I did, he turned against me to the point where, till now, we're enemies till the death. Okay? And I didn't do anything to him. So he interpreted whatever he interpreted. He worked it out, whatever he worked it out. And that's it. It's gone. This is since we were 20. All right? So I've been there. I've done that, and I've been in that position where I gave and gave and gave, and I honestly thought by giving more, and I still actually fall into the trap. That's why I mention it. I fall into the trap now that if I give them more, maybe they'll give back something, right? That they don't. They just keep taking.
I agree. That's why I said before, you need to go by the principle, guilty until proven innocent.
I love it. I love it.
Right?
I love it.
People are like, why are you so cynical? I'm like,
no, I love it.
You know, people need to earn their place in your life. You know, this is why, because you get burnt. You know what I mean? Takers will always take. And I think it's not just a money thing. I feel like also just something simple as if someone is having a hard week or a tough time in life, just checking in on them. Right, like offering to help, like in any little way you can, just checking on them, emotional support. It's not always monetary.
No, it's not. But the monetary is easy to see it.
Of course,
because you can see it. I can tell you.
Or if they can get ahead further in their life or business through your connections, or someone like use you in that way.
Correct.
Whatever their intentions are, you know what I mean. And I just don't like.
Look, it's not that You're right. I'm the opposite, unfortunately, from the way you are. The innocent until proven guilty in my eyes for at least 3 times. And what I actually do is I'll pay for everything. That's the easiest way to find out someone. I'll be the most generous, and I'll just see. Are they going to be generous back with me? And are they doing it in a way where they're paying back the bare minimum because they don't want to be caught out, because they want to milk this as long as possible, or they're genuinely like me? If they're like me, we have no issues because I'm happy with that. But generally, what I do is by the second time, you've already worked it out, that they're happy to just keep taking and they're not going to give you anything. If you think they're doing it hard, no, they're not. They're not doing it hard because they're booking holidays, they're buying new cars, they're going to think, and they're doing other things with other people and being very generous with them, but they're just not just being generous with you because they've already categorized you as the giver. You give. That's perfect. So I can take advantage of this one. The other one won't let me get away with it. So I'll take advantage of this one. So that's the title. Why we're saying know your worth. Know that, hey, that's not fair. And that's not really, you're not giving to be given back, but you're not giving also to be taken advantage of, right? That's just an unfair position to put yourself in. Also, when you become, obviously, in a relationship and you become married and it's not fair also for your spouse to watch that. Your spouse normally burns from inside watching this going, why are you letting them do that? Because she or he can see this. Oh, look, it's okay. No, what it is that you've let it go for so long now and you're embarrassed to say something. It's unacceptable, whether in business, whether it be in friendship, whether it be in anything. It's unacceptable that you allow this to happen because then, yes, you become a doormat. And you're basically putting a sign on your head saying, I'm a giver. I'll just keep giving as much as people want to take. And they'll keep taking. They won't change. You picked the people that basically will keep taking from you and hoping to the fact that they will become givers when they were never givers. They're always takers.
I feel like it's up to you to set the tone in any relationship and test out, what the situation is. You need to have those boundaries very clear at the start. And if someone, you have the 3-strike rule, I have more like the 2-strike rule. Or, like I said, guilty until proven is you're a bigger person than me. But if you allow this behavior to go on, you have no one to blame but yourself.
100%.
You know what I mean?
You can't say, like I'm saying, it's my fault. I allowed that to happen, and I allow such things to happen until this day. I'll be honest with you, like when people come to my work, I tell the girls, look, please just bill them because I won't bill them.
Yeah.
I won't bill them. That's it. I just, whatever. So I'm giving you a discount. Please accept that as trying to help you out. But you know, I've got people that that's right. Like I don't go to your business and expect anything for free. But what they do is they'll come to your business because they expect it for free, right? Because they know that you're a giver. So then what they'll do is they'll basically come to you, get your services, and then you'll be too embarrassed to charge them for it. So that's not acceptable, and it's not good business. It's not good friendship. They're not your friend anyway for them to do that. Because when I go to my friends' businesses, I fight to pay. I even tell their own staff, no, here, right? For instance, when I go to Toko for Ashay's place, he thinks he's doing it every time for free. Like he goes to people, no. He doesn't know that I actually pay before I leave. Right? Every single time. No, because I'm not coming here to get a free coffee.
Yeah.
Right? So when someone, you want to test them, give them a discount and charge them. You'll see. If they never come back again, they were thinking that you're going to give it all for free. Right? Yeah. That's what I've noticed over time. Yeah. So now what I do is I actually just don't leave the room. I tell the girls just pay. Yeah. Let them pay. I don't think I've given them a discount, but they have to pay. That's it. Yeah. Oh, Brody, no, what, Brody, what? Like you came here for me for free?
Yeah.
Please don't come. I don't need your business.
Yeah.
I had clients that have come in before and expected me literally to give them freebies and give them products and pay them basically to come here and then leave because they thought that because they've gone through some other channel that they know me, that everything should be for free and I should actually just pay them for them to come. So I just looked up perplexed like this. I'm thinking, what gave you this perception that this is what it is? Because did you think I was just going to give you this for free and also pay you to come for your service, like for me to service you, Your Highness? So
people's mindset and what goes through the head.
So my quotes are from personal experiences.
Yeah, of course.
When I quote those things, I'm not just quoting because I heard someone speak.
You can tell you drew it from personal experiences.
Yeah, so
I think just like observe people's effort. Sometimes you take a step
110%
back,
with that one. Yeah.
So take a step back sometimes, stop doing what you're doing and see how they react to it.
Correct.
And that will give you...
I don't want to discourage people. I don't want to discourage you because I want you to do good. Like I want you to be good because then what happens? It's an ugly life. You're always watching, you know.
But then you form more genuine, authentic.
Yeah. You'll attract the right people.
That's what I mean. So it's not about being cynical and don't give.
I honestly don't.
Give to the right people.
Like that's when I honestly don't give to be given back.
Yeah.
But like I said before, I don't want to be also taken advantage of.
Correct.
So if I feel that, hey, that person's taking advantage of me when I give, all I'd have to do is go, well, you know what? If I want to still give, let me give it to someone that actually deserves it. Exactly. Someone that actually values what I do. I don't need to, because I spent 100 on you, you need to spend 100 on me. I don't want that. I'm not asking for that.
Yeah.
But show me a bit of an effort. Like show me that you care for me too.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe you can only afford 20. Cool. I'm just saying monetary because you can see it.
It's just action. Like,
but show me.
Yeah, do your action. Exactly. Show.
Like if you don't, then I'm really going to a point where once I hit those strikes and I think, look, it's enough. I've done what I can. You showed me who you really are. You showed me exactly who you are, and that's fine because we said in red flags. Red flags are this, and I'll quote this so that you can understand this. Everybody shows you their red flags when you first meet them. Everybody. Now, it's up to you to choose to not see those things or have the hope that they may change. Generally, they don't. So when you date a promiscuous person, especially a woman, she'll tell you from the start all her red flags. Okay? It's up to you to accept those red flags. When you meet a player as a guy, he's a player, he's telling you he's a player from the second you sit down with him. It's up to you to see those red flags, accept them, or say, no, I'm not going to. So it's the same thing with what you said before too, where people, when you sit down with them, obviously time tells and reveals everything, but people will always show you their real self, the other face.
They will.
The other face. Are they happy for you? Are they not happy for you? Are they, and this is a quote that I'll end with, that they're happy for you to do well and improve, but they're not happy for you to surpass their level. Okay? So in saying that, do I really want to be around people like that? Do I want to be around people that don't really wish me well? They only want to see me beneath them. They only want to see me as giving, never ever giving me, never ever really supporting me, never ever really trying to help me. Like I try to my best to help them. So again, with the title, I need to know my worth. Would I accept that? Because if I accept that, I deserve that.
Yeah. Well put. Yeah, if you accept it, you're inviting that into your life.
Well, I think you deserve it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
You're allowing it to happen.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks so much for your insights, as always, Rody.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you all.